Now, what is this? Now, you know, Kavanaugh, they're trying to get him confirmed. You know, the Democrats, the liberal left, the deep state, they're in panic mode. We can't let him get in there because we're going to lose more power. So they have to make up stories. Again, this is something they typically do. They'll just make up something. Oh, he assaulted me. When? 20 years ago. You ever filed a complaint before? Never. But now you're going to. All of a sudden out of nowhere. Guess what? This is according to yournewswire.com. Breaking: Kavanaugh accuser's brother's firm. So this lady's brother's firm is linked to, guess who? You won't believe it. You won't believe it. Linked to Fusion GPS. Dossier, fake dossier, Trump collusion with Russia, nonsense company. Yeah, them. Just a coincidence. Christine Blasey Ford, a 51-year-old woman who has come out of the woodwork at the last minute, accusing Brett Kavanaugh of sexually assaulting her as a teenager, has a brother who worked for a law firm that later retained Fusion GPS, the primary fixer, if you will, for the Clintons and the DNC. Ralph Blasey, brother of Christine Blasey Ford, worked for 15 years as a litigation partner for Baker Hostetler, a law firm that ended up retaining Fusion GPS, the infamous DC company that produced the unverified Steele dossier on President Trump and Russia, sparking the whole Russian collusion investigation. By the way, if you haven't heard the new text messages and things that have come out with Strzok and Page, FBI, basically, I think it was her who said they had no proof, no nothing even kind of, that Trump had anything to do, collusion, Russia, nothing, prior to when James Comey, or I don't know if it was James Comey or Mueller stepped in, maybe since Mueller stepped in. So in other words, boss, we have absolutely nothing. All right, let me in there. I'll see if I can find something. And as you know, they haven't. Tick tock on those guys. They're almost finished. In January, Yahoo Finance explained the role Baker played in the deep state's attempt to bring down the duly elected president of the United States. How did Baker, Hostetler, whatever, become a supporting character in the geopolitical drama over Russian meddling in the U.S. election, with possible implications for the fate of the Trump administration? Simple version: it was partly a matter of luck. The firm was tapped, being in at least 2013, to defend a Cypriot company, Prevazon Holdings Ltd., against U.S. money laundering accusations. Natalia Vasilnitskaya, whatever, the Russian lawyer who met Donald Trump Jr. in June of 2016, reportedly with the intent to provide information damaging to Hillary Clinton's presidential campaign, was also working for Prevazon. You know, in Fusion GPS, the company that produced the infamous Steele dossier on President Trump and Russia, was also retained by Baker Hostetler amid the Prevazon litigation. Isn't that interesting? Just when you thought we had plumbed the depths of the DC swamp, we find that the swamp goes deeper, much deeper yet. The sheer audacity of the dirty tricks Democrats are prepared to employ right now, months before the midterms, is mind-boggling. The fact Christine Blasey Ford's brother worked for Baker Hostetler for 15 years could be a mere coincidence, but when the number of coincidences in the case of Kavanaugh's accuser are added up, a picture of enemy action begins to become very clear. Once is happenstance, twice is a coincidence, 3 times is enemy action, says Ian Fleming. A little quote from them. Let's pause and recap. The accuser's parents were foreclosed by Brett Kavanaugh's mother. The accuser's husband had worked a law firm, because I guess their parents, or mom was a judge. The accuser's husband has worked a law firm that went on to retain Fusion GPS, the primary fixer for Hillary and the DNC. The accuser is a leftist academic who made no mention of the current accusation for, 2 decades. 3 decades. The accusation was known by Dianne Feinstein for months, but withheld until after the hearings were over. Are these facts all coincidences, or are we witnessing enemy action in progress? Of course, mainstream media claims there is nothing remotely suspicious about any of the above facts. Having said that, mainstream media would prefer you didn't know about those facts, just in case they equip you with the ability to make up your own mind about the issue of whether the accusations against Brett Kavanaugh are credible or not. God forbid you actually take in all the relevant information, weigh up the case, and decide for yourself. After all, it is the role of mainstream media to tell you what to think. At least according to MSNBC's Mika Brzezinski and CNN's Chris Cuomo, they've said it. And when I was at the Litecoin Summit, I don't know if it was Thursday evening or Friday evening, I can't remember. And I was walking. Heck, it could have been Saturday actually, because I think Jan and Desiree were with me. I think we're going up to the room to do a little psychic experiment on some treasure hunting. And we were just talking at the table a little bit about fake crap and the media and their fake news. And we're walking by, and there's a TV on, and it's got either CNN or MSNBC. I think it was MSNBC. Breaking news, sexual assault. Accuser. Oh, what's happening? Oh, this guy. It's so fake. This is so rotten that people would. I mean, you are alleging something absolutely despicable, disgusting, against a very well-honored, incredible man, so that he doesn't get in there. Why? Because, again, I'll quote Hillary Clinton before election night took place. If that, referring to Trump, WikiLeaks showed us the emails, if that bastard wins, we'll all hang. Well, that bastard won, and he's putting his boys in power just like you guys did. I'll pick that federal judge. I'll pick that person for the Supreme Court. I'll pick that person over there. He's not doing anything nobody else has done before him. And they realize Supreme Court 5-4 rulings, equals freedom. And if that guy gets on there, and he's going to, quote unquote, we'll all hang according to Hillary Clinton. And they're going to be in trouble. So we will see. We shall see. But it's just amazing what the left is willing to do. Again, they are burying themselves. They are burying themselves. I just read an article. I felt like I should do a whole video on it, but it would only be like a 10-second video. Like shortest video you ever saw in your life of Jason Ford. It goes like this. New data from CNN. They've lost 46% of their viewership since 1 year ago. If that tells you anything. If that tells you how the midterm elections are fixing to go. If that tells you that this fake news nonsense, sexual assault accusations is garbage, people ain't buying it no more. What else can the mainstream media do? They can't do anything else. This is what they do. It's propaganda. We propagandize. We don't report news. We tell you how and what to think. We need you to toe our line. We need you to believe what we want you to believe, and that's it. So if we expose them as liars and fraudsters and fake news, they can't just change their tune. Let's report real news. Well, we've never done that before. Matter of fact, I'm not sure we know how to do that. We just read scripts given to us by our bosses. That's fake news, and we pretend like we believe in it. What?
I think they do believe it.
You think they actually believe in their own crap that they spew?
Well, I think some people do.
Some of the news people?
Yeah.
My wife thinks that some of the news people actually believe what they're saying.
Not the high up.
I'm not sure. Who knows? But anyways, that's it for now. Take care.